You can just introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Parm. I have 2 kids, age I think like almost 7 and 3. I'm in my 30s. I'm a counselor.
Awesome. And can you tell us about, think back to before you had kids, right? And you were thinking, you're pregnant with your first and you're thinking towards your upcoming birth. What images of birth did you have? Like, how did you know about birth? How did you learn about birth? What knowledge did you have about birth before you had kids?
Honestly, I think all the traditional ways, that a lot of women learn about birth, like television.
Yeah.
Other people. I didn't really research it because I didn't want to. It seemed scary, and I didn't want to look into it before I even got pregnant. I wasn't really into having kids before, so it was part of why I was busy living my life. So there wasn't a purpose to research birth, right? So I didn't really.
Yeah.
But when I did get pregnant, I realized everything I knew about birth. I started asking other women in my life who'd had kids, and everything I really knew was from TV.
Yeah,
TV.
Right? And what were the images that you had in your mind from TV?
Like freaking out. Yeah. People freaking out.
Right.
With their makeup on always really nicely. In hospital rooms, right?
Yeah.
And I did, because I'm into natural stuff, I knew that wasn't just like the only narrative to birth, but I didn't really research it before.
And what do you mean that you were into natural stuff?
Organic, natural living, like working with the earth, and how our body, like birth is something that I knew that it's like women have been giving birth for eons before hospitals were in place. So I knew that, like, when I think about my grandmother and their generation, or probably even like my aunts, mostly like in India, like they were having birth at home.
Yeah.
So I knew that it's like a natural thing that our body does, even if it's uncomfortable. So I wouldn't say I had fears around birth. I think that framework that I had around it being a normal thing that happens, it helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have fear around birth. And I'm not saying I wanted to give birth. Right? Even now I'm like, I don't want to go give birth again. Like, it's not something like a process I welcome. But I knew that it's not like breaking an arm. I never thought it would be like breaking an arm type of pain.
Yeah, like an injury. It's not
like my arm's broken. Oh my God, I'm dying. But so I like looking back. I realized my mindset of not thinking of it as an injury and pain. It helped me a lot.
Yeah, because it's like your body's doing something that is not. That there's not something broken or injured. Your body's doing something that is healthy, and it's a normal process.
It's a normal process. It's like eating. It's a normal thing, and it knows what it's doing.
Yeah. And what were the stories that you heard, like culturally from your?
People don't talk about it.
People don't talk about it. Exactly.
It's like actually like nothing.
Exactly. Yes.
I knew my mom had C-sections. That's all I knew, and my aunts, but nobody talked about it.
Yeah. So true.
So I didn't actually. That's why the only memory I had was of television.
Yeah. And when you think about yourself and your values when you were pregnant with your first and your second, what were your personal values and what was important to you as a mother, or for your birth, for parenting?
I think like attachment.
Could you say more?
Emotional connection to my child.
Yeah.
I really had shitty pregnancies, and I was really irritated, like that my pregnancies weren't going well, and I didn't like being pregnant.
What was uncomfortable about your pregnancies?
I vomited. Like with my second daughter, I vomited every single day, like even the day that I was giving birth, right? And so, like, I couldn't.
It's not pleasant.
It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't not pleasant.
Yeah.
Like I could eat more food, like and the first 3, like for the first trimester, I could only could have like crackers. It was really bad. I was vomiting at work. I was constantly vomiting. I had to leave sessions in counseling to go puke. Like, it was not good. And that happened with my first, but it was worse with my second.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's like.
So your values was about like being emotionally connected to your kids?
Yeah, and I wasn't connected because I was so sick. Well, I did my best. I did my best that I could, because I did a lot of imagery and I did a lot of like spiritual type of preparation, and and that helped me, but I wasn't enjoying it at all.
Yeah.
And I had a bit of guilt around it because I'm like, what if my kid knows that I'm just like not happy? Because they know everything when you're connected.
And then what was it, your experience after they were born?
It's fine.
Yeah, you felt connected to them.
Yeah, immediately.
Immediately.
Like immediately. Yeah. I think even when they're in the belly, it was connected. My daughter didn't really move a lot. So it was like, okay, whatever. She likes sleeping. So after she was born, she was sleeping a lot.
Moms say that the boys move a lot more than the girls do. It could be that because your first was a boy and your second was a girl.
No, he didn't either. She just moved less. Like,
yeah.
He moved too, but she would sleep a lot. Even now, she likes sleeping. So it's literally like a person who likes sleeping.
Yeah, so cute.